Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft Sky Factory 5. Today I'm going to show you how to get dirt blocks by making a barrel, and by getting a dirt block, how to unlock the color brown for your Sky Factory 5 game. Now if you find this video helpful and you like it, please be sure to click like. But most importantly, please remember to hit that subscribe button, so that way you can see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. Okay, so at this point in the game, based on previous tutorials, the only tutorial that I have, or color that I've unlocked, is green. All we've done at this point is build a little bit of an area to work with. We made ourselves some crafting tables and a little chest to hold our beginning materials. So, next thing we want to do, our next color to open up, easy one, is brown. And if we look at our task book, we've already made a crafting table. The next step is to use a barrel to create dirt and eat that dirt. And by doing so, we'll unlock the color brown. So let's make a barrel. So to make a barrel, I'm going to use a crafting station. Okay. You can also go over here and you can use a colorless crafting table. As you see, should be a barrel in here somewhere. Stone barrel. There it is. Colorless barrel. Now what we need, though, is we're going to need to make some wooden slabs. And the recipe for a barrel is 6 wooden planks of any kind on the side and a wooden slab at the bottom. I'm using colorless because that's the very first wood you start with and the easiest wood to use there. So there's that. Now if we're using a colorless crafting table, as long as you have the slabs and the planks in your inventory, all you'd have to do is go over here to colorless barrel, click on it once and then twice, and pull one out. So in either case, 2 different ways to make it, very easy to do so. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a barrel down. Boop, there we go, barrel. Now a barrel is used to turn mulch or different materials into dirt. And there are different things that you can use to throw in for material. So you can use any type of sapling. You can use the different types of apples in the game. You can also use the different silkworms that you get from dropping from trees that you break down as well. It takes 10 items to make a dirt. So it's 10 worms, 10 saplings. All you're going to do is right-click on your colorless barrel. Isn't it great? I've got green already, so we're going to do that. There we go. So 10 items. You can see there's a progress bar. It's actually very, very quick, which is nice. And then once that completes, we're going to have a dirt block. There it is, okay? Now, right now, it's just a gray dirt block, right? We haven't picked it up yet. Again, a very short tutorial today, very easy one. So what I'm going to do is, all I'm going to do is pick up my dirt block. Whoop. Hey, and look at that. Brown has been added to our palette. So we now have brown. Okay? So let's take a look at brown. Now that we've unlocked it, let's take a look at brown dye in the JEI. So here's brown dye, right? So to get brown dye, you can use block of down dye, a couple different flowers, apples, cocoa beans, brown essence. So the different things that you can use to get brown. Now, let's take a look at a brown sapling. Let's see, brown sapling. You get a brown dye and put a sapling on either side, and that'll give you a brown sapling. So this will unlock brown for you and give you access to that. The next, of course, option is to eat dirt. That's part of the achievements. So we use the barrel to create dirt. Eating dirt is another one, right? Now, why would we want to eat dirt, right? And we didn't get brown dye. How are we going to get brown dye? We got to figure these things out. Well, first of all, we're going to eat that dirt. Hey, hey, and look at that. By eating the dirt, we got a brown dye. So even though it showed different ways to get brown dye in the JEI, it didn't really show that as an example. And that's something to be aware of in this pack. There are ways to get things that aren't necessarily in the JEI, and part of that could be just because you haven't unlocked that color or a color needed for that yet, or it could just be a little hidden. But now that I have a brown dye, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put that in the middle, put a sapling on either side, and now I have brown saplings. That should be the first thing you do with any color dye that you get. When you get a dye for the first time, make a sapling. Because now I can plant that sapling. I can use my watering can to make that sapling grow eventually. Still not the fastest of process. Sometimes it's quicker than others. Boop, there we go. And then we have ourselves a brown sapling. Now with that brown sapling, I can go ahead and I can get rid of all the leaves. Lots of leaves. It's only a big tree. And we'll go ahead and break down the tree itself. Gather all that up. Oops, still got a few leaves up there. We'll worry about that later. But now I've got more brown dye, brown saplings, brown apples, which can also be turned into brown dye, and some sticks and brown wood. And more silkworms, so which I can use to turn into more dirt, or I can you can cook those and eat them as well. You can eat them raw, or you can cook them. It's a little bit better. But in either case, now I have brown, much like I unlocked green in the green sapling previously. And I have a couple saplings to work with, so I can be confident that I now will have unlimited access to brown dye as I move forward. It may not be the fastest process, but I don't have to worry that I used up my only brown dye, and now what am I going to do, right? So I've got the ability to make dirt with this barrel. I've got the ability to technically eat the dirt and get more dye, or I can get dye and dye supplies, including brown apples, which also can be used for different recipes in the pack. So lots of different options there. I can also use brown to make a brown crafting table, which will allow me to use brown dye to make more items as I progress through the game. All right. So that's how you unlock the color brown. That's how you use get a hold of brown dye and dirt. So a couple different things that are real helpful. Probably the second color you're going to unlock, and an early, easy one to get. Now, that's going to do us for this tutorial. If you have any questions about this or any of my other tutorials, please be sure to put that down in the comments, and I'll do my very best to get back with you as quickly as I possibly can, as well as any recommendations or suggestions for other tutorials you'd like to see in Sky Factory 5. I'm always looking for new ideas. You can also go to my website, Onlydraven.com. At the bottom of the homepage is a place where you can submit direct emails to me. So if you have questions or you need feedback or ideas there, feel free to throw them there as well. A lot of cool things on the website. Highly recommend checking it out. But that is going to do me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.